Most people don't see Peppa Pig as a story about heroes versus villains. But what if we told you there's a secret villain in this show, and that he's known as Mr. Fox, stealing from a child? Mr. Fox is Freddy Fox's father, and anyone who doesn't know him well might think he's just another silly adult in Peppa's world, but that's not the case. There are plenty of clues that he's the biggest thief in the entire town, and one of those clues appears in the episode The Children's Fates, where the kids organize an event to raise money that will be used to fix the school roof. Several adults took part in the event to support the project. One of the adults present there was none other than Mr. Fox himself, except he didn't have the same good intentions as the others, tricking Emily Elephant into letting him take all the items she was selling without paying anything. Since Emily is an innocent child, she didn't even realize she was being robbed. How bad does someone have to be to steal from a little girl who just wanted money to help repair the school she studies at? That's why, among many other reasons, Mr. Fox is the villain of Peppa Pig. Stolen detector. One of the main victims of Mr. Fox's thefts is, surprisingly, Grandpa Pig. In the episode Grandpa Pig's Metal Detector, Peppa's grandfather is searching for his metal detector and fails to find it. Then Mr. Fox shows up and offers one of his products to the old man, a metal detector. Grandpa Pig is very pleased and says it's just like his old detector, except he doesn't realize he's more right than he thinks. This product is very likely his missing metal detector, which was stolen by Mr. Fox to be sold as merchandise in his shop. Stealing an object and then selling it back to its original owner as if it were new. Mr. Fox has a lot of nerve. How is that even possible? It would be a huge coincidence if this detector were just another very similar one. We might even have given Fox the benefit of the doubt, but you'll soon notice that this kind of coincidence happens frequently whenever he's around. Chickens. Grandpa Pig isn't the biggest victim of Mr. Fox just because his metal detector was stolen. This was far from the only time Freddy Fox's father robbed Peppa's grandfather. In Night Animals, Grandpa Pig is showing his chickens to Peppa and George in the middle of the night, when he realizes someone else is present, and that someone is none other than Mr. Fox. The thief gives no explanation for being in Grandpa Pig's yard at that hour. He just asks if he's putting the chickens to bed. Grandpa Pig even seems suspicious, quite rightly, and then Mr. Fox leaves as if nothing had happened. It's obvious Fox would have stolen the chickens if Grandpa Pig and the children hadn't been there. This wouldn't have been the first time this little thief stole chickens, because in the episode Mr. Fox's Van, we see him taking a chicken out of his merchandise van. Putting these scenes from different episodes together, and that strange coincidence with the metal detector, one thing becomes clear. All the products sold by Mr. Fox were stolen from other places, and he must have robbed Grandpa Pig's house several times, since Grandpa already seemed very suspicious of him when he saw him in Night Animals. So Mr. Fox had better leave him alone. It would be really great if the truth about Mr. Fox were revealed, don't you think? If you agree, comment below #Fox. Police station. Maybe Grandpa Pig isn't the only one who's suspicious of Mr. Fox. In the episode Police Station, he walks right past the town's police station carrying several umbrellas. That's pretty strange since it isn't raining. Not even does it look like it's going to rain. The weather is great. Even if it were going to rain, nothing would explain that number of umbrellas. I mean, one thing explains it easily. All those umbrellas are stolen. Mr. Fox must have just come out of yet another one of his robberies. It's no wonder he looks a bit tense in this scene, as if he's trying to avoid being seen. After all, he's standing right in front of a police station, and you can't just ignore that kind of thing when you're a thief. As he starts to walk away, his smile returns to his face, as if he were a completely normal civilian instead of a criminal. That's just another sign that Mr. Fox is a great liar. Fugitive. One detail in this scene where Mr. Fox walks past the police station gives it a hidden meaning that makes the thief's situation even more worrying, because you can see a fox symbol on the police station's notice board, and that symbol is the trademark of Mr. Fox's shop, also appearing on the shop's merchandise. In other words, the police are aware that there's something wrong with Mr. Fox's products and are already investigating him. That's the main reason the thief looks tense when he walks past the station. He saw the symbol on the board and realized things are getting serious and that he could become a wanted fugitive at any moment. Hideout. Have you ever wondered where Mr. Fox and his son Freddy live? The answer to that question was given in the episode Living Above the Shops, where Freddy shows Peppa that his house is above his father's shop, accessed through a secret entrance inside the store. That's a pretty unusual way to get into your home, right? We'd probably just think it was cool if we were talking about a less suspicious character, but when it comes to Mr. Fox, who is definitely involved in the world of crime, the story is different. Of course, we want to know why he would make a secret entrance to his house. We already know Mr. Fox is being investigated by the town's police, and he knows that very well. And maybe that's why he made a secret entrance. After all, secret entrances are also secret exits. He lives right next to Police Officer Panda's apartment, and the normal door to his home leads to the hallway he shares with Police Officer Panda and other residents. If the police come knocking on Mr. Fox's door, he can simply slip out through the secret wall and make a run for it without anyone noticing. And if you're not subscribed yet, you know what to do. Click and hit the bell so you don't miss any videos. Freddy the Thief. Even though many children grow up to be just like their parents, the phrase "like father, like son" isn't always true. At least, we hope it doesn't apply to Mr. Fox and Freddy Fox. But the episode Road Safety suggests that Freddy really might end up following the same lifestyle as his father. This story is about the children learning about traffic laws with the help of the town's police officers. The problem is that, during a traffic roleplay, Freddy pretends to be a criminal. He even wears those classic robber clothes we see so often in cartoons. Of course, this is just a game, but given what we know about Mr. Fox, what's to stop this from being a sign that his son will take the same path when he grows up? It would be a shame if one of Peppa's childhood friends adopted that lifestyle in the future. Even though it's realistic, not everyone stays honest forever. For all we know, Mr. Fox is already teaching his son the art of stealing and intends to push him into a life of crime to carry on his legacy as a thief. We really hope that isn't true, and that Mr. Fox isn't so evil that he would lead his own son down the wrong path. Freddy the Police Officer. As much as the possibility of Freddy becoming a criminal haunts us, the truth is that there are also good chances he'll end up going down the opposite path and become a police officer. He's shown that he likes police officers in several episodes, and even said he wants to become one in the episode When I Grow Up. In another episode called In the Future, Peppa and Susie imagine together what it will be like when they're adults, and in that imagination we see future versions of other characters. And guess what Freddy became? A police officer. That proves that even other children see this as Freddy's future, not just him. Sure, they imagined future George as a dinosaur, which makes no sense at all, but a career in law enforcement is completely possible for Freddy. Unless his father ends up sabotaging the boy's future, we'll see him become an officer of the law when he grows up. Still free. Okay, so far we've seen how Mr. Fox is a professional thief and a true liar who feels no shame in stealing from children or deceiving an elderly man to sell him an item that was stolen from him in the first place. We've also seen that some people already have an idea that Fox isn't innocent. So, how has he still not been arrested? Grandpa Pig began to suspect him at a certain point. Madame Gazelle heard Emily Elephant say that Mr. Fox took all her merchandise without paying, and the symbol of Freddy's father's shop is displayed on a mural inside the town police station. What more needs to happen for Mr. Fox to be arrested? You might say the police don't know which shop that Fox symbol belongs to, or who owns it. But then we have to remember that Mr. Fox lives literally next door to Police Officer Panda. They're neighbors and their children are friends. Officer Panda should have discovered the truth a long time ago. Well, the police in Peppa Pig have already proven to be very incompetent in other situations, since the pirate managed to fool them easily. So it's possible Mr. Fox isn't even trying that hard to avoid being discovered, because they'll never manage it on their own. However, it's also possible that Police Officer Panda and Police Officer Squirrel aren't as upright as they seem. What if they're corrupt officers being paid by Mr. Fox to stay out of his business? The pirate must pay them too, so they'll play dumb, which would explain a lot. If that's really the case, the residents of Peppa Town are completely unprotected. Imagine if Freddy Fox becomes the city's first truly honest police officer and ends up being the one who exposes this fraud and arrests Mr. Fox. The son causing his own father's arrest. An incredible and at the same time heartbreaking moment. It's almost over, but until then you can stay with us. There are 2 super fun videos waiting for you. Thanks, and see you next time.